you don't really know what to expect when you start a WNIT. You've had a 2-week layoff, and you didn't know who you were playing against, and so then on a Monday night, you find out you're going to play on Wednesday against UT Martin.
UT Martin, a team with experience as postseason play, and Ole Miss hasn't been in postseason play since the 09-010 season, but they're at home, so that's a great thing for Ole Miss.
And we was down 5-0. The way we responded was huge, and we just kept playing and finished the half on a good run there to get some separation in the half, and it was huge for us. Kelsey Briggs made a big shot there to end the first half.
Down to 7, down to 5. Briggs left open on the wing. She'll try a 3, and she got it. Wide open look for Kelsey Briggs, and Ole Miss takes its biggest lead of the game into the locker room.
I feel like that 3 by Kelsey, we needed that. That night, as Kelsey got off the bench, when she first stepped off the bench, I could tell. As a point guard, I looked at her, I said, I know you ready. I can tell. Every time I passed it to her, she was shooting it with confidence. It was times I was just getting back because I already knew she was going to make it.
Briggs on the baseline. Got the jumper to fall. That's 17 points for Kelsey Briggs, continuing to add to her new career high. UT Martin pressing. Pass ahead for Ole Miss.
Oh, nice.
Inside,
Another
Kelsey
great
Briggs. 19 points.
Being locked in came from practice, and my teammates and Coach Matt and all the other coaches, they helped me stay focused. And I probably had one of the best weeks of practice that I've had in a long time.
And Kelsey had a big night that night. Kelsey can be a great player, accomplish things that I didn't accomplish. So she just gotta, like I said, in that game, that was a spark to show everybody who Kelsey Briggs really is.
What's that term you keep going back to in March? Survive and advance. It wasn't always easy tonight, but the Rebels get the win.
Winning against UT Martin gave us the momentum that we needed. We got beat there against Arkansas in the SEC tournament, but gave us momentum that we needed as we moved into playing a very challenging Georgia Tech basketball team.
They was able to get those first-round jitters out the way, and now second round, now you can let loose, relax, and have some fun.
Georgia Tech, a team that has been playing well down the stretch, won 5 of their last 6.
Just the back and forth first half, it was tough on both teams to score. We did we're a very good defensive team, so are they. They were playing a lot of jump defense. We see that a lot. That bothered us at times, but as we continue to move through the first half, we started getting more rhythm with that jump defense, but we relied a lot on our defensive intensity and our pressure.
Sisk knocks it into the air and comes up with a steal. Dumps it off to Frizzell, extra pass inside.
I feel like it was plays that where both teams would go hard, and then both teams would take off the next play. So I feel like it was probably us not working hard this play, and they'll come at us. But then once they come at us, we going hard back at them, and they take it off.
5 to go. On the wing, Vučković tries a 3, shoots an air ball, and all even at the break. 24-24.
We were real hesitant shooting the basketball to start the second half again. And as I told them at halftime, is shoot with confidence.
Whenever one person on the team do something, then the whole team feeds off of it.
Briggs into the corner, 3 on the way from Amber Singletary. Got the friendly bounce. About 2 deep ones in a row for Ole Miss. This time Kelsey Briggs. Queen Hayes into the corner. Sisk tries a 3. All of a sudden the Rebels sharpshooters from downtown.
The lid off the rim, huh?
That was kind of the push that we needed. Those 3 players shot the ball with a lot of confidence, and that's the big thing that we were missing in the first half, is shooting with confidence, knowing that we're going to get the offensive rebound if we miss it. And those 3 threes gave us the push that we needed to get that big win there against a great Georgia Tech basketball team. We were in the toughest bracket in NIT. UT Martin was an NCAA tournament team. Georgia Tech is an NCAA tournament team. And then you move into Middle Tennessee, which is an NCAA tournament team. I don't think anybody else in WNIT had to do that. But we had to do it, and going into Middle Tennessee, going on the road to their gym, with the excitement of Insel versus Insel.
I already knew getting into that game, playing Middle Tennessee, I already knew emotion was going to be high. Coach was going to be at the tip of his chair. I already knew what we was in the bargain for him playing his dad. I knew he wanted to win it, so I knew that we was going to have to be at the top of our game to even play that one.
I was not as much worried about going against my dad as I was About seeing family and friends. I was excited about that, and being able to go home and seeing those people. I was worried because I knew they would have a big crowd. I was worried how we would respond to that. We'd played well at times in front of big crowds this year. We had not played well in front of big crowds.
Gym was packed full of fans. Of course, his mom was cheering for both, but at the same time, I knew that the energy, we was gonna have to feed off the gym energy to play that one.
They shot the ball extremely well that night. It was one of their better games of the year in terms of shooting the basketball. The next night they played, they shot 15% in the first half against Temple. You know, they're a type of team that if they make outside shots, they're tough to beat. I don't care who they're playing. When I was at Kentucky, we went to the Elite Eight. They beat us one night down there because they made outside shots. And when they make outside shots, they're tough to beat, and they made them that night. They do such a good job of spacing the floor.
I mean, it's a struggle continuing when you know they're gonna knock down the shots, but at the same time, never give up. The winners never quit, quitters never win. So it's just something you gotta keep going at them, keep going at them, keep going at them.
After the game, after the run had ended against Middle Tennessee State, we ended on a high note. It was a great run. It was a great team effort for the whole season to be able to be picked last in the SEC, to have everyone in the conference doubt you, to have everyone nationally doubt you, to be able to make the national headlines that we made all year, to get people talking about you all year. You know, it came to an end, and you knew at some point it was going to come to an end. Was hoping it would come to an end with a win, but it didn't. In that locker room, it was an emotional locker room after the Middle Tennessee game. It was very emotional.
After the Middle game, we all poured into the locker room, and you know, most hearts were broken, but we felt like we had made a statement this year, and we were able to let people know that Ole Miss is back and we're here to make noise.
You know, bittersweet moment. I don't feel like, you know, Ole Miss showed up to play that night. And as you can see, my voice goes down every time I talk about it because that's a game that we should have won. That was a game that was on us. Nobody beat us, we beat ourselves. But the emotions around that game, it was a very emotional game because afterwards, you know, our season had ended. So it was a lot of mixed emotions in the locker room. You know, when you got your coaches hugging you for the very last time, it was kind of bittersweet for me because that's really when I noticed, you know, my college career has come to an end.
After the Middle Tennessee game, of course, I know I was crying. Everybody was hurt, but at the same time, Coach came in. It wasn't the usual, we lost, he gonna yell at us game. It was a, you know, ladies, y'all accomplished something big this year. So I want y'all to go out here holding your heads up. Don't go out there with your heads down, crying, wipe your tears, because y'all done did something great this year.
And this season is not defined by what happened here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. This season was defined long ago because you were a success and you were a winner this year. And you won night in and night out in the best league in the country. I pushed you real hard because I believe in you. But this team will go down as the team that turned Ole Miss back on the national stage. This team right here had nationally got people to talk about Ole Miss again. And nobody's talked about Ole Miss in a long time. And I will always be proud of you for that. I always owe you for that. And you have nothing to hang your head about because this group right here again changed Ole Miss basketball for the better. Changed Ole Miss basketball for the better. And I'm proud of you for that. Let's hold our heads high. And let's pray one more time. We're here together as a team. Let's go. Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family! Playing in NIT, we were happy. As we move forward, NCAA is what we're about. This program is about the NCAA tournament. This program was built on playing in the NCAA tournament. But getting back to the NIT with this team, this season, in year 2 of a process, getting to the postseason, that was huge for our program.
After you put in a lot of hard work, each season, every season, it's just like, you know, what does it feel like to play postseason? So, I mean, postseason, it meant a lot because we got Ole Miss back to where it needs to be, and I'm glad I could just be a part of that.
When I committed here, a lot of people said that, why are you going there? They haven't went postseason, they haven't did this, that. But I felt like me getting here and our team getting here, you know, us working together, then we was going to be able to do it.
As you move into next year, as those players there, there's already an expectation of, hey, we're going to finish in the top half of the SEC. We've done that. Now let's get into the top 4. Now let's get to 20 wins. We've done the NIT thing. We've done the 19-win thing. Let's go to the NCAA tournament. That's where the page turns to now with those young players.